Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, hasn't it? Well, today I'm going to basically be reviewing and giving my opinions on Mario Kart World. Now, as someone who's only been playing this game for maybe a day and a half to maybe 2 days, I can basically tell you from experience about my experience with the game and pretty much what I think about it. So the footage that you're seeing here is not actually my footage of the game. I can't really capture anything, as you guys know, because of laptop issues, but that's another video. But anyways, my Mario Kart World experience was pretty average, I guess you could say, to the average person that plays this, I guess. But the thing is, I really haven't sunk too many hours into this game. Probably only like 10 or 15 hours, somewhere around that line. I'll probably put a screenshot of where it is if I remember, but whatever. Anyways, I'm going to basically give my opinions first, and then I'll do a pros and cons section, and then I'll give my final rating of the video. Excuse me if I actually get kind of frustrated with this video, and when I get to the cons for the pros and cons, that's just how it is. So anyways, I'll try to keep it as Christian as possible though. So basically, my opinions on the game, like I said, are pretty much mid. I really think that this game is pretty good when it comes all down to it. Like, the character design is awesome. I really do like the incorporation of different costumes. It kind of adds to the ways you can play, because I remember in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe there were a lot of clone type of characters, which I really was not in favor of, because I remember in the very first Mario Kart 8 when all these clone characters were there, and plus they had all the Koopalings, which took up a lot of character slots for better characters. But I mean, later on in Mario Kart Deluxe they did add DLC, so, and plus when Mario Kart Deluxe came out, they did add more characters and a lot more courses and stuff. But I think they really did it the best in Mario Kart World here. The characters are pretty good. I mean, like I said, you got enemies, you got lots of other Mario characters that have never been in the series before. I mean, it's pretty cool and all. The character design's awesome. The way to unlock them is pretty bad. Some of them are pretty how can I say it? What's the word? They were basically a hassle to get unlocked, some of them, because I did the long way. Okay, I didn't do it to where you had that new UFO update. I didn't do that. I mean, I wish I would have done that, but I really don't have anyone else to do that with me, because I don't have that many people that I know of that has this game. So I really had to do that, and it was a pretty big pain. I guess that's another better way I could have actually put it right there. But yeah, the character designs are pretty good. The characters are decent, I guess. Some of them could probably have gone without this being in this game. But that's all I want to say about the characters. The karts are pretty good too. They brought back a lot of classics that I remember from Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart 7, and they even brought in some new ones that I really actually like. The Rob bike or whatever it was. They brought back the Bumblebee. They brought back the Cloud 9 karts from Mario Kart 7. They brought back the B-Dasher from Mario Kart DS. And there were a ton of new things, newcomers in with the karts and everything, So yeah, I really do like the karts and the bikes and whatnot. They're pretty good. So my opinions on that, I really think that it's decent. I mean, like I said, some characters could have gone without this game, and some of the karts are pretty good. Some of them are kind of ridiculous, and some of them are kind of hilarious, and a lot of them that brought back are just instant nostalgia for me. Now, the pros and cons area of this video. This is probably going to be the longest section of the video before I get to the rating, because, I mean, this is a review after all. You guys need to hear my opinions and my point on this game and all that stuff. So, I'll start with the pros first, okay? Now, personally, to me, when I opened up this game, I had high expectations for it, okay? The opening song, I guess you could say, is pretty catchy. You know, I had it stuck in my head for a long time. It's a pretty catchy song. It's actually pretty good. And, you know, when you open up the game, you get a list, okay? It's kind of like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's, which is not so bad. And the menu actually does look pretty clean, okay? I'm not gonna lie. The menu looks pretty clean. I like how you have the background of like Mario or some other character racing, and it's pretty good, okay? Now, the area with all the menus and all that stuff are pretty good. The character selection, like menu with all the characters dancing, does look kind of goofy looking, but I will say it does look kind of, you know, it looks alright, you know. I mean, I would still prefer the characters if they were actually in the carts, but I mean, you do kind of get that when you go to the cart section, but, you know, it's pretty decent, you know. I haven't talked about the tracks yet, but I will get to that in just a moment. However, for online, I'm not going to basically include that in this review because I have not played online yet. I mean, I've seen the online, but I don't know what the quality is for it yet. Some people actually have told me it's actually pretty decent. Some people have said it's mid. Some people say it's kind of bad. But that's just taken from all kinds of different perspectives from other people. So I can't really do it unless I actually tested out the waters myself. So I can't really give my review on the online yet. So I can't really tell you if it's good or bad. I can basically go on and say that this game looks pretty good for 4K standards and stuff. And, you know, it really does kind of meet the standards and the credentials for the Switch 2 and all that stuff. But, you know, that's all I can really say about the pros and all that stuff. You know, it really did pave the way to it. And plus, I've heard that Nintendo's been working on Mario Kart World since 2018, which is pretty, you know, amazing at the same time. It's kind of just like, you know, surprising. Now, the cons. Buckle in, because here we go. We got a lot of things to say about this. Now, personally, I'm going to start with the character design first that I was going to say with the pros, okay? Personally, I really think that the character design is a little bit lackluster because, as you guys know, in my original reaction to this original video I was doing on the thoughts, okay? I really don't like a lot of the character design, okay? I think a lot of it is unneeded. It really didn't need to change. Like, look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, okay? All the characters look exactly like how they should be, okay? Now, I get it, you know, change is kind of essential, but the thing is, they didn't need to change this much. So, when it comes all down to it, I really hate that some of the characters have fatter faces. Like Mario, for example, like he has like a fatter face. I mean, it just doesn't look right to me, okay? And I really hate that, you know, Donkey Kong's design obviously is the one I'm most known for. Is Donkey Kong's design based off his movie design? I mean, it's kind of obvious. I really don't think that was necessary. I really think that Donkey Kong should have stayed similar to how he looked in the previous installments. I mean, come on, man. You can't get any more better than this design. Like, seriously. You can't beat it. It's the best design. I mean, sure, it might look similar to his original DK Arcade Donkey Kong design. But the thing is, the Donkey Kong designs for Mario Kart Double Dash all the way through Mario Kart 8 Deluxe were just at its peak design, okay? I really don't think there was really any reason for it to change at all. I really do think that it was unnecessary. So, another con I'd like to mention is the fact of basically AI rubber banding and basically how items work, okay? So, you got basically... Oh yeah, I'm going to explain some items too. Basically, you got AI that rubber bands almost just as bad as Mario Kart 64, but it's actually way worse than Mario Kart 64. Like this, in this game, you can stay in first for like a long time. Like sure, like it might not be as bad where they're always constantly up on your tail basically, but they'll get close enough to you and you can definitely see it that they constantly rubber band all the way up to you. And if you don't have a defensive item to stop them, because the AI in this game is like, it's beyond intelligent. I'm talking like crow bird intelligent. Like, seriously, these guys, they do not go into items like they do in the other games. Okay, they're not stupid in this. Okay, and they will take advantage of that as much as possible. Like, you can throw any item at these guys and they will avoid it at any cost. Like, I once threw a bomb at one of the characters in first place, and he immediately dodged it. Like, it was like right there in his face, dodged it. And the thing is, with the items in this game, some of them don't work as well as they did in previous installments. Like seriously, like a bomb in this game, it doesn't bounce as much, and it doesn't go off immediately like when a character gets close to the bomb like it should be. Like, that's the reason why bombs, that's how bombs work, okay? But in this one, it only goes off when its time is up. And the AI rubber banding in this game, like I mentioned before, is pretty bad. Like, it's not even, like, the other part I want to get to in the rubber banding is not the fact that they catch up to you so fast. It's the fact that if you get hit by items when, like, say like you're in first place and the AI is probably like maybe like 3 seconds behind. If you get hit by anything, a red shell or a blue shell or anything of that matter, the AI will pass you, and the thing is, you are not catching up. If they are going really fast, if they're like 6 seconds ahead, you are not catching up. And the only way to actually try to catch up to them is if you pray that there's a blue shell come to hit them, or you get really good items. Because here's the thing about the items as well. The item distribution in this game is not very good, okay? Similar to... let's go back to Mario Kart 8, for example, okay? The item distribution, sure, it wasn't the best either, but I really think that distance-based items actually is better than position-based, because if the character is so far ahead and you're playing a Mario Kart game that's position-based, and you keep getting bananas, like green shells and stuff, they're long gone. You're not catching up to them at all, unless a blue shell comes and you get like a red shell where you can just easily stop them from being in first place. But because here's the thing, the AI in this game is spared. Like, you can be in first place, you can be in second place the whole time, and a blue shell will not spawn. Like, they'll go this whole time being 6 seconds ahead of you and nothing spawns. And the thing, and to add insult to injury, you're just basically getting triple bananas, green shells, bananas, and all kinds of other stuff. Like, it's so like common to get all those items in second place. Like, getting a red shell is basically like a blessing to me. Like, especially if the AI opponent is so far ahead, then I just throw that immediately just to try and stop them, because I'm not catching up if I'm not getting good items, or like, it's so bad. Like, the way the AI works in this game is so much tougher. Like, I'm even having trouble on Knockout Tour just trying to even like 3-star the whole thing. But here's the thing, I really did get actual 3 stars in all of them, and it took an extraordinary long time. I had to put so many hours in playtime just to beat Knockout Tour. Like, Grand Prix, it's not that bad. But in Knockout Tour, the thing is, you have to clear 6 laps of intermission courses. And the thing is, blue shells spawn at least 6 times throughout the entire thing. Like, this game's difficulty is basically Donut Plains 3 of Mario Kart difficulty. But you just can't do that. But like, it's so bad that like if a character is all the way like ahead of you and you get no good items, they're long gone. You're not catching up to them at all. Like, it's impossible unless you get extraordinarily great items or you pray that a blue shell comes and hits them, because it is unrelenting how bad the AI rubber bands in this game and the way they're programmed. Like I said, it's that level of bad. I can't begin to explain it. Like, that's the biggest con of them all. The fact that the AI rubber banding and the item distribution being so bad. I mean, I don't know if it's based on position or distance, but it sure seems like it's based on both. Like, it's just there to like confuse the player. Like, compared to previous installments, when you get the item distributions were still pretty decent. But when it comes all down to it, between Mario Kart 7 and 8, where Mario Kart 7's item distribution is based off position, I mean, you can get red shells pretty easily in Mario Kart 7, but the thing is, if the character is long gone and you're not getting good items, it's similar to how this game is. You're not catching up. That's exactly part of the reason why Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe went with distance-based items, because it is just so bad if a person is so far up there and you can't even get anywhere close to them. Like, I mean, even I, for example, have been in first place for a long time in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Nobody was able to even get to me unless a blue shell spawned out of nowhere and I was just constantly getting hit. I mean, if there's nothing that's gonna come towards me, I was way up there. So I would say more about it, but I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying long gone and all this other stuff, but you get the idea. The AI in this game is it's pretty horrendous. That's kind of what kind of brings the score down for me, is the fact that, you know, if you play all the modes, Grand Prix, Knockout Tour, Versus, Online, you're gonna get all that stuff, okay? Now, here's one more thing I didn't really get into, is the battle mode. I almost left this out. Now, the battle mode in this game is pretty similar to how Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U's works, where you're basically driving on blank courses from the main game. Blank copies of main courses from the main game. Now, that's pretty lazy if you think about it, because, like I said, that's the way Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U's battle mode works. I mean, sure, yeah, there's a couple of battle courses where it's battle mode, pretty much, but most of the time, it's like, you're playing on blank copies of the main game courses. It's like, why would you downgrade the courses to be back to how Mario Kart 8's works? Why would you do that? And here's another thing I forgot about to mention for all the modes where you race. I can't believe that the fact that they took out the custom items for this game, because here's the thing. Another reason is that you can't switch to custom. That's what made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe so much better. The fact that you can turn off certain items that you don't want in the game. And they didn't bring that back to this game. That's another thing that bothers me. If you really want to turn one item off, or you want to have fun with items, you can't do that in this game, okay? You have to go exactly how the way the rules tell you to. You can only set it to normal items, mushrooms only, or frantic. Like, think about how limited that sounds. That is just absolutely not fun. It is just, I mean, just in general, why am I getting less content and less rule making, not content wise, but less rule making than I did in the previous installment that was actually much better when it comes to the rules? Because when you think about it, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's rules, you get a wider selection and a better, like, you're not limited so much. Mario Kart World, you're limited to only 3 options. Like, that is so, that's so bad. Why do you take away certain things I can't do in this game compared to the previous installment? I just don't understand. I'll never understand why the new installments usually are always much more crappier than the previous installment, because you get a lot more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe than you did here. But whatever, I'm done talking about it. Honestly, I talked more negatively about this game than I did positively, but the thing is, I really still think this is still a pretty good game, a pretty solid game. Like, when I first heard about it, I pretty much just shot it down. I was always talking crap about it, talking bad about it, saying how it's going to be a flop, but the thing is, Mario Kart World is not going to be a flop at all. Like I said, with its vast selection of characters, with its nice, amazing kart selection, and its nice courses, intermissions, and connected areas, and free roam mode, this game is going to be great, okay? Minus all the stuff I said about it, I think this game is pretty decent. It's pretty solid. So the final rating I'll give this game is a max of 7 out of 10. And I know that seems kind of generous, being the fact that I said a lot of stuff a lot of negative stuff about it. But the thing is, everything good about this pretty much outshines pretty much everything I've said. Okay, free roam mode is awesome. Okay, free roam brings back mission mode. Okay, that's one thing I didn't talk about. That's the reason why you might be confused with me giving this a 7 out of 10. This mode literally lets you drive anywhere you want, and you can fall down and you won't die, and you can complete missions. You can collect Peach medallions, and you can collect those question block panels. Okay, and there's a bunch of all these stuff. There's so much that I'm not even like a quarter of the way through yet. Like, I'm still working on it as this video was being recorded and made. But yeah, I will happily give this game a 7 out of 10 because of all that stuff. Like, sure, like I said a lot. I mentioned all the bad cons about it. I mentioned pretty much all the pros I know of, and everything I've said good about free roam mode falls into the pros section, because I forgot to mention that during the pros section because I was too busy trying to think about what I wanted to say next. So, in conclusion, Mario Kart World, is it worth buying? Yes, it is. So, yeah, I wanted to give my opinions and my review on it and my final rating. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I repeat myself a lot. I debated about making this video again or something like that just to see if I can do better. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Subscribe for more and like the video. See you later.